Hello everyone, Will again here, and today I'm just on the way to go and pick the rake up. And no, we haven't started harvesting grass, but the plan is today that I'm going to do some maintenance work on all the machinery. I know I'm not the biggest maintenance man, got my overalls for the first time in like 2 years, so there was actually a receipt for some shavings in the pocket from 2019. That's how often I do the maintenance stuff, but I'm trying to get more involved with that kind of side of thing on the farm, so that is the plan today. And if you do enjoy it guys, please give the video a massive like. You want to see more stuff like this, please smash that subscribe button, and don't forget videos every Wednesday and Saturday at 7:30. And if you really want to, pop over to my Instagram and give that a like as well. Cheers guys, I hope you enjoy it. Right guys, so that is the rake in the yard, and as you can probably see it needs a bit of TLC and a spruce up. So the plan of today, we're basically going to get all this rubbish off. It has been in the field over winter, which is not ideal I know, but we just don't have the shed space to put them under cover. It's one of the things we're looking at in the future, but at the moment we don't have the shed space, so unfortunately stuff like this has to stay outside. So got the CLAAS rake, all this stuff needs to come off, and then we're going to rake it off, then we're gonna jet wash it off, then I'm gonna get it all greased up, and hopefully it'll be ready. We've just got to have a look, see if any of the tines need replacing and stuff like that, but basically just maintenance work today. Fairly steady day, and it's just starting to rain, which isn't ideal, but yeah, good rake, needs a bit of TLC. So obviously the first job we're going to do, we're going to get this all jet washed and clean, and then we can get to all the grease nipples and get them all sorted. Then obviously that tire needs pumping up, and by the looks of it the tines look okay, but we'll just have to see.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you.
Right, so that is the rake all washed off now and all clean. It looks $1 million compared to what it does. You can actually see it's white and green, not black. So here we have the CLAAS Liner 2700 or 2700, however you want to say it. So this machine, it has working width of 7.4 meters, so this means it can pull grass from 7.4 meters wide. Basically, the job of this machine is to pull the grass into lines ready for the baler. So the grass comes under here like a baler. I know to some of you this is fairly obvious, but to people that aren't from a farming background, this is what this machine is for. And the swath width is actually 2 meters from this. But yeah, going on to what we're doing today, we're doing some maintenance work, and what I have noticed, if I can find an example of it, well yeah, around here. So just found an example here. So basically what has happened in the wind the wind has blown some of these catches up, so if I pop under here, these catches shouldn't be like that. And what has happened, I'll show you an example of what they should look like. So they should be like this one here. So if you can see, this is over and none of it's sticking out, whereas the one next to it, this has come out. So what I need to do now is basically push all these back in, get the clips back over so it's alright. So basically I think what's happened with the high winds, obviously this was outside like I said before, not ideal, and some of the tying arms have come out, so that's the first plan. Then I'm going to blow this tyre up like I said before, and then we're going to get it greased. So yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully the rain still holds off because it's meant to be pouring it down, so we're quite lucky at the moment. I'm just going to back this up away from all this crappy grass onto the dry bit there, and then we'll get on with those jobs. So that's the tractor all reversed, and as I said before, we're just going to get these tying arms back in, so hopefully, yeah, they're going to go fairly easily. Then the clip just goes over the top there. Right, there we go. And the tie just goes over that, so fairly simple. I think that's why they came off quite easy, because they come off not easy, but easier. So just going to try and get these arms in. Yeah, they're all sliding in pretty easily. I say that, and maybe not so easy. Now we'll go on to the other one. Yeah, there's a couple on this one too, so there's one here. Righto, that is them all done. I'm just going to have a quick check around so that none have slipped. So I've seen one that slipped where you can't really see it obviously. So they all need to be just behind this here to make sure they don't slip off, and I think they're all okay. Go on to the next arm. They all look alright so far. Yep, all looking good. Yep. So that is that all done now. I'll get the grease gun out and we'll get it all greased up. This is a mucky job. I don't mind greasing, but some people hate it. Basically, I'll talk about it when I get the gun and then you can understand it a bit better. Right guys, so I've got the grease gun now. Just one apology, I've had to take the microphone off just because it keeps raining and I don't want to wreck the mic. But we have actually, well I say we, Dad has invested in this cool grease gun. So one sad thing to get excited about is it's huge. Like, if anyone's used grease guns before, this is the be all and end all of grease guns. For me, I just use the pumpy ones normally, but may as well use this one because I think it should be easier. So yeah, basically when we are greasing a tractor or machine, basically there are nipples on the machine. So these are places which are movable, so we want it to be greased so they don't wear. So like here, there's a grease nipple here, if you can see. So basically what we do, we put the grease gun on the end like that, so that is on now. Basically there's a button here, pull the trigger or lever and it comes out, so that is now full on there. So like I said before, these grease nipples, they are on any bit of the tractor that moves, so like the wheels, the rotors. So here there are grease nipples around there, and basically what they do is grease up the bearings inside the turning arms, so that basically it means that it doesn't wear out. If you don't grease the machine, basically it's metal against metal and it'll wear, but the grease helps it basically slide against each other and it stops it like we're going rusty almost and wearing away. I think that's the best way to describe it. I'm no mechanic, but yeah, well, crack on and get this all greased up now.
Without you by my side, let me feel your love again. Just the two of us and we could stay up all night, kissing under street lights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, I wanna be with you.
So that that is the rake all greased up and finished now. So what I've done now is I've hopped into the cab. We're just going to give it a run basically. So what we do is switch the PTO on, so pull that up that, which will make the rake all spin. So what this is doing basically spreading the grease out and making sure that it's running smoothly, ready for when we get into the grass in the next couple of weeks. So just going to rev it up a little bit. So it's at 430 revs at the moment. I'm just going to pull it up a little bit just to make sure it's running alright. We're at 500. Yeah, so that's at 500 now, just giving it a little run to make sure it's running all smoothly, which it looks like it is doing, so that is ideal. So now I'll let this run for a minute or so, switch it off, fold it up, we'll pump the tyre up and then we'll pop it in the shed and we're done with the rake, guys. So that is ideal and that's a good job done. Right guys, so that is the rake uncoupled from the tractor and we have done, so it's all greased up and ready for harvest season, so that's a good job done. We just got the 2 more tethers to go out on the other big rake. Dad will probably give me a hand with a big rake, but I'm not going to bore you with those today because it's basically the same method. But one thing I did want to show you is just an example of what the machine looks like after it's been greased. So down here we've got the big PTO shaft. As you can see inside, all the grease bits there, so what it does is basically stop them from rubbing and grinding each other. So that's the grease nipple there, you pump it through and it goes through to the rest of it. So all the nipples throughout the machine, they just do pretty much the same thing, so they pump into certain areas that need the grease, basically just the moving parts. I said all this before a little bit, but I thought I would give a demonstration pretty well of why we do it. But yeah, that was just done today, guys. I really do hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a massive like. You want to see more stuff like this, please smash that subscribe button, and don't forget videos every Wednesday and Saturday at 7:30. See you next time, guys. Cheers.